Hey everybody, Simon with Vanquig Coins and Bullion here, and today I'm going to be talking about the coin show that I just went to, some collections I've been buying, and just general state of the market. So why don't we dive right in and you can see what I've been buying lately. All right everybody, as promised, we're going to dive right in and talk about some of the coins I've been buying, a couple of big collections I haven't had a chance to talk about as well, and just general state of the market. So we'll start off with a couple of coins and I'll just kind of talk and chat. I've got some talking points here written off. This group of Morgans here I purchased at the show. It came over the table. And, generally I'm not a huge buyer on raw coins, but this individual actually had some actually decent stuff, better dates too. This is a 84S, which is conditionally rare. I figure it's probably a nice VF or low XF. I think I'd have this priced at nice VF money, which is $50. Gray sheet, and a lot of these like under $100 coins just they get flipped up. And when I get a big accumulation, either I'll dump them on eBay and I'll just keep the money moving, or I'll bring them to a show and use them to generate some good income with other dealers. The next one here is this individual had a couple of CC Morgans, low grade and raw, of course, but they're always pretty popular and really affordable in this condition. So the 90cc, I kind of pegged it as a VG, a nice VG or a low fine, and I have this at $125. This will probably end up on the store, or I'll probably flip it up still, but it's worth throwing on the store as well because it's just generally popular. The next one here is a 91cc in good. I don't think it would break into a good plus just because a lot of the rim on the back here is pretty much gone. But this will be $150. And again, that's a gray sheet. A lot of times to keep the money moving, and you can't really price these coins anymore at full retail just because they're so readily available being raw coins. If they were graded, maybe $10 over gray sheet, $15 over gray sheet, but realistically, the demand for low grade is not as high as, when you can get them affordably in like an XF or something like that, or even nicer. Got another conditionally rare coin here. So this is the 92S, and this is graded PCGS VF30. And I've got this at $180, which is gray sheet. These were really hot. Pretty much any key date or semi-key date was really hot about 3 years ago. And even though this one is graded, they've just kind of backed off quite a bit in demand. And so I'm pretty content to let it go for $180. They do go down quite a bit in like low VF, but that's why a lot of people do get these graded, is because there is a huge amount of jumping in. If this is an XF, probably goes up probably doubles to like a $325 coin or something like that. The next one here is a 98S in VF, and this is just honestly this is probably going to go into the bulk bin of dollars. It's a little better date, but in this condition, it's really not worth, and it being clean too. It's not worth really trying to squeeze anything extra out of it. We'll take a minute here and you guys can enjoy the coins. I've got one more in my hand here. But really, the show was not as good as my last one. My last one was like a 10 out of 10. I should say my last Roseville show was like a 10 out of 10. But this one was probably an 8 or 9 out of 10. Again, I had really good help. We had customers probably stacking up 2 times, 2 deep on the table, and both of us were busy for several hours straight, and it kind of slowed down towards the end of the morning, and then the afternoon was steady as after the lunch crowd was coming through. But awesome selling show. It was a decent buying show. I didn't pick up too much from other dealers, but there was a lot of stuff like all these came across the table. I had some gold come across the table. I handed out a lot of business cards. And people said that they would reach out to me with more collections in the coming days and weeks. So that is always a positive there. It's good to network and bring more people into the shows to see me or back into the shop at a later date. All right, so we'll talk about this 99S. This is a better date. It's a little tougher conditionally as well. This is about $110, and that's at Gray Sheet there. This one will probably go up in the store just because it's over the $100 threshold, but it'll probably get flipped up and put into my selling book for shows. This one is always tough. 04S is just a generally tougher date, and conditionally they do get really expensive once they kind of hit VF. So this is probably why this individual got this one graded. VF 35 details. You know me, guys. I don't like selling annex holders. And, you know, generally I'm just going to be really, really cheap on this one. That's $240 on this one. With it being cleaned, it isn't, you know, harshly cleaned or anything. It's a pretty honest coin otherwise. So this might be a good opportunity. There's actually still some luster under there. But this would be a good opportunity for someone to break it out and put it in their book. Just a good price there. Put these coins aside here. Other things I've been buying. This came across the table. Nice 20 mark gold coin. This is just going to go off to the wholesaler. Basically, gold is just so it's in demand. I had 10th ounce Eagles, and I sold about half of them that I had. So I had 12. I bought one at the show, and I sold 5 or 6 of them. So, you know, it's good to be moving that kind of weight. And those are the kinds of things that I want to have on hand. But, you know, this is like $660 is what I got out of it. That's like 99% of melt. So with the mailing list, something like this might go on there. But a lot of times it is just best for me to, you know, make my margin and sell it to the wholesaler. The next couple things here, just been steadily. I had an individual come in and just sell 3 ounces of silver. You know, I've had people, some big collections. The last week, you know, I had my $14,000 collection, and then I actually bought another like $6,000 collection, which I'll show some of those things here. A lot of those things did sell at the coin show. You know, at tubes of dollars, 90%. A lot of proof sets. I've got someone coming for the clad proof and mint sets. You know, they take up a lot of space and they're generally pretty low margin. But it's a good thing. It's a commodity, and I have people that are willing to buy that kind of thing. A couple other interesting things here that came. So moving on from the show to the collection. I should say show purchases to the collection. I'll still talk about the show a little bit. You know, bullion sales at the show was tough. Spot was at about $1.50 higher than it had been the previous week. I raised my prices about 50 cents or so, but realistically, people don't really like to buy very much when there's a bump in the gold or silver price. I had good miscellaneous sales. I had a bunch of foreign, 35%, 40% bulk items. I have a couple of really good individuals that really like buying that stuff, and I got cleaned out, which I was very happy about. A lot of that stuff takes up space. It's an accumulation. You know, it's guaranteed money when I do sell it and buy it. But really, it just takes up a lot of space, honestly. There's good Morgan sales. Like I said, I had a couple tubes of Morgans. Varying collection, that was from, varying condition, pardon me, that was from that big bulk collection last week. Not the one that I showed, but I really just had to focus on processing that. If I made a video, maybe in the future I'll do a live stream or something like that, where I just have it set up and I process it and you guys can watch me do that. Talked about gold sales, and for the next shows, honestly, I will be at South St. Paul on the 16th. I will not be set up, but I'll be walking around. I will be getting prepared for our Northwest Coin Club show, which is the 21st through the 23rd. I will be going all day, each day. So if you guys are coming there, feel free to say hi to me. If you want something, you're local, you want something at the show that's mine, I'm willing to meet up with you in the parking lot or something and make a deal on that. Save you guys some money on the website as well as some shipping costs there. But we'll jump into these coins. This was a nice little treat. I picked these up in part of that $5,000 or $6,000 collection last week. And, I paid the individual pretty well, but this is the kind of things where they're going to be a tough move. So these will likely be going on eBay or this one specifically. So we'll talk about these three. And I'll just kind of talk to you guys about my eBay philosophy. Basically, I price everything at Graysheet. Typically, if it's retail friendly, bulk items, I put on eBay at about half of what wholesale is starting at the auction. So example, if this is $80 Graysheet, I'm starting this at 40. And, if you guys reach out to me, there's no bids on this item and say, hey, Simon, I want to buy this specific item. I can take it private payment, and basically you'll save money and I'll save money on the fees, and I won't have to deal with eBay. So that's a positive there. 28S and VF is a little tougher. It's $80 there, wholesale, starting that probably at 40. This one is 34D. It's still got some nice luster under there. I think this is probably an AU, especially looking at it through the camera. You got some really nice luster. So this will probably be in the same category. I'm starting it at $40 and just letting it go from there. This is a nice 35S, nice AU, and this will be starting at 50. So basically what this would be is you're paying me $45, you're saving on the tax and the fees from eBay, and then you cover the shipping as well. This one, this 23S, this is kind of a head scratcher because I was looking at this, and this is like the Morgan dollars. There are coins that are conditionally rare. So this gets really expensive, as you can see here in my notes. If you can read my chicken scratch. VF, this is a $200 coin. And I think this is a nice VF. It's got some problems. It's got some crap or crud on it. And really, I'm kind of playing with the idea of getting this certified, even if it's just in an Annex holder. Annex is cheap and they're fast, and they give a numerical grade on details coins. So, if this is a VF30 coin, this is probably like a $450 coin, accounting for it being an Annex, potentially details. If it's XF, I don't really know if it is XF. I pull out this. This is a big recommendation from me to you guys. I use this, making the grade. It's about probably $40 to purchase a used copy, but if you look here, VF here, I think my coin has more detail than that. If you look at the front and the back here, if we look at VF30, well, we might be getting close with that kind of detail. I don't think it would make it at XF here, just a lot more meat on the bone. But again, I don't know what the graders would say. If I think this is probably closer to XF, maybe it's worth having this conserved at PCGS and just paying for that. And I get it in a holder that I'd rather have anyway. If it's an XF, it's a $900 coin. Mid VF is $450, low VF is $200. Basically, if I send it into PCGS, worst cases, this is ends up being a $200 coin. But that's just kind of my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think. I got a nice little group of seeded coinage, and none of these are particularly better dates. There's a 39 dime, 88 S quarter, and some of these are actually pretty nice. 53 arrows and rays, that's a Philly. And when I get in a nice group like this, I just put it together as a lot. So this will probably end up going on eBay. 88 Philly, a couple of really, really nice $50. Some of these are a little cleany. 58 Philly. This one is a little nicer as well. 43 O is a little tougher date, I believe. See if get the camera to focus there. But this will also probably end up going on the website and potentially eBay. Something like this, I think retail is like $485. That's wholesale, actually. I mean, retail and wholesale is a big difference. Or what people say the numbers are, 47, that's pretty low grade. And realistically, I'll probably start this around 300 or 350 and go from there. There we go. Philly on that one. A couple more dimes. And, you know, stuff like this is difficult to move in singles. You know, I'm not a big fan of really messing around with coins that are under $100 when they're raw. But something like this, you know, I'll start out at 350 or 300. You know, if there's an auction going on, you know, it would basically cost you guys $315 if you wanted to buy these directly from me. I'll make some space here. I've got one other thing that I want to show you guys. Very similar vein. This was from that $5,000 collection, and I got a little more here. So when bulk stuff comes in, I like to go through, and these are a little bit better dates for the Wheat Cent series. There's no duplicates in here. This would be a really good starter for somebody. Basically, I just pick out the coins that are worth a couple bucks each or more, and things under, you know, 50 Wheat Cents that are expensive if they're not a key date. Basically, again, conditionally expensive. But, you know, I got an 09 Philly, $3. So I put the full wholesale price, $3, on there, and basically eBay, I started at half of that. You know, basically, you guys would be paying half, or not, it would, if there's no bids on the auction, this would be, you know, I'd be starting this at $75, and you guys would be paying like 65 if you reach out and buy something like this from me. 09 VDB, $9 on that, 10S, 12, 12S, 12, and again, there's no duplicates here, so this is a very good start for somebody in their collection, or just cleaning up a lot of the little tougher dates. It's difficult to hunt for them sometimes. 12D, I got $8 on. 13S is $6. 15D is $3. You know, a lot of this stuff does sell, but I'm not really in the business of selling, you know, $5 and $10 coins raw. It just takes up a lot of time, but I'm willing to sell a good group of coins at a really affordable price. And, you know, it saves the customer money and it saves me time. 16S, I got $10 on. 16D, I got $1 on. 17S, $1 on that one. 17D is $4. 21S is $3. 24S is $4. This was like the big major hitters. A 24D in there at $35. 25S at $12. 25D, $12. 26S is $10. 26D is $5. 27S is $1. 28S is $1. 29S is $2. 31D is $6, and 33D is $6 too. So, you know, there's good value here for collectors and dealers, but I really just try to weigh my time and what that's worth, because I have a lot of, you know, common date seated dimes in nice condition, and I have them for sale, and they just don't sell. You know, sometimes people will go and pick through, but realistically, a lot of this stuff is, you know, I'm not the kind of dealer that wants to sell you a $1 coin in a flip. That takes time for me to flip up, staple, and then it takes up a lot of space. I'd rather just offer it at a good price. You know, basically, you know, if you guys reach out to me, you know, this is, you'd be paying $65 for those 23 coins. You know, a retail value is probably $200, wholesale is $150. Either way you cut it, that's a pretty darn good price. So we'll kind of wrap up this portion of the video. I appreciate it. If you guys like, comment, and subscribe, you guys get entered into the giveaways every single video. and we will wrap this up and we will actually jump right into that portion. All right, everybody. So let's dive right into that giveaway. So we're going to be doing these two gorgeous SMS Cameo 40% half dollars. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're well on our way to 1,000 subscribers here. Again, you can check out my other links here, my website, Instagram, Google, and eBay. I'm posting stuff there daily, both on eBay and my website here. Website, vanquigcoins.com. You can hear my birds screaming in the background. And yeah, with eBay as well, talking in the videos, I have a lot of stuff posting daily. And if you guys see something on here for like bulk items or just generally, I post a lot of like type coin stuff. It's good value for you as a collector's, $100 wholesale, $60, something like this. If that interests you, message me and, I'll save you some money there and you'll save me on the eBay fees. So make sure to reach out to me about that. Instagram here, make sure to follow me there. That just posts fun behind the scenes things. And let's get to that giveaway. So we got the video here. We'll grab the comments. 85 comments. That is awesome. I really appreciate that, guys. And this is for these two beautiful proof SMS. I'm not sure if they're it says Cameo SMS, but they're gorgeous regardless. All right, Ricardo, you are the winner there. And for our next one, we're going to be giving away this 80% Canada. There's about $12 in silver in here, so that's a pretty good deal for somebody, for you guys. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have questions, I'm actively buying coin collections. If you want to sell me something, please reach out to me. I'm always buying. If you want to buy something as well, just reach out. Or if you guys just have questions, I'm always happy to talk with you guys. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day now. Bye-bye.